I've been a fan of Junji Ito for so long, but honestly though, I mean, who isn't a fan of his? He's like a legend now, and whoever got into this anime stuff has to know him. If you are into body horror, make sure to check Junji Ito, because I can guarantee you won't be finding any better body horror anime and manga than, I mean, just manga, than his work. And I have also read almost all of his manga. Most of them are one shot, which is a little bit annoying since I don't know if there is any less well-known manga that I miss out on. But I have read fairly a lot of them, so I can now make this video. Welcome to 3 one-shot Junji Ito story that bugged me off the most. Spoiler alert. Okay, we start with third place. The story is called The Long Hair in the Attic. We follow a young girl named Chiemi with a very smooth long hair. She just got dumped by her boyfriend with the most cliche reason that boys always use, that she is too good for him. Chiemi goes home and gets to her room, start recalling about the good old days with her boyfriends when he asked Chiemi to grow out her hair because he liked it that way. Also, her house got some mice problem on the attic above her room. I have no idea why it is necessary to put this detail in. It contributes nothing to the story, to be honest. She cried and slept until the next morning. But the next day did not have Jamie any better, because as soon as she wake up, she find a mouse got stuck in her hair. Jamie got disgusted with her hair and decided to cut it off and also to forget about her ex. She asked for the help of Eri, her younger sister. Eri goes to her mom's room to ask for a scissor. That's when they both hear a loud noise. Eri rushed to Jamie's room and boom! A headless body. Jamie's head is gone and nowhere to be found. The family lost their freaking mind that day. Fast forward a week later, things start to cool down a bit. Eri asked her dad for a flashlight to check the attic because she said some mouse trap there. Her dad, Amano, decided to go for her because he doesn't want anything to happen with Eri. Amano took so much time on the attic and Eri started to lose patience. She decided to climb up there and check her dad out. But she just see her dad sitting there, frozen. Eri goes closer and that's when she also witnessed what her dad saw. Jamie's head, which were never found. The head suddenly started moving, jumped out from the attic and run off. And it seemed to know where it wants to go. Okay, the last part is kind of funny, but ooh. I mean, I remember reading this chapter in 2018 or something when I was still a little bitch, and I got scared so much that I couldn't sleep until 2 a.m. The reason I consider The Long Hair in the Attic to be one of the best Junji Ito story just because it relates to hair and I have a thing with hair. Growing up, I have watched multiple different horror movies and to be honest, most of them are trash. But there are still some movies that really got me, which are The Grudge and The Ring. And guess what is the similarity between them? Now you know how I feel about hair. The story used that aspect and it immediately got me. But it still isn't the worst thing yet. Jumping up to second place, we got the Enigma of Amigara Fault. Owaki and Yoshida are two random hitchhikers who were on the same way to find a big fault on Amigara mountain. It was created by a massive earthquake not too long ago. The reason they are finding it is because inside that cracked surface, there are hundreds of human-shaped holes. Researchers are also there to find out how deep those holes go and they couldn't find the exact distance. Yoshida seemed to be finding something, and when she is being questioned by Owaki, she stated that she saw it on TV and she was looking for a specific hole that looked exactly fit to her size. And not just Yoshida, a lot of other people also saw the hole being broadcast on TV and they came to see what it is about. One guy found it and he wanted to prove to other people that that hole fit him perfectly. He decided to walk right in and disappear. Yoshida claimed that the hole is calling for her to enter. Owaki stopped her from going in. He put rocks all over it to cover the hole. Yoshida also calmed down after that. That night, Owaki wakes up from a nightmare and he notices Yoshida isn't sleeping next to him. He comes out to find her. Near the hole, he finds out all the rock that he used to cover Yoshida's hole were all removed. Yoshida went in. Desperately screaming for her, Owaki lost all hope. But then, he found his hole just next to hers. It is also calling for him, and he decides to go in. A few months later, the researcher found the holes on the other side of the mountain, but these holes are very small that humans cannot fit in. They tried to look into it to check if they connect to the holes on the vault, and they couldn't believe what they saw. So yeah, this story is heavily based on a common phobia, which are claustrophobia, the fear of tight space. I actually don't have this phobia, but the thing that makes this story so creepy to me is holes. I have a thing with hole, not one hole though. And the fact that no one knows why these holes exist and why do they represent some specific people, and also they are assumed to form back to thousands of years ago with the silhouettes of people at present day. That's what I really like about Junji Ito's story, because he doesn't give us a whole story but only like one side of the story, and the rest is mystery. And what happened next all depend on our own imaginations. Also, one horror movie that did perfectly using this aspect is this movie. I super recommend this movie to you guys, check it out now. Okay, in first place, the scariest Junji Ito story that I have ever read. It also relates to one phobia that I have. The story is called Thing That Drifted Ashore. The title British said it all. There is a giant wheel fish that drifted ashore and people are coming to check it out. The main character, who served no purpose in the story whatsoever, also came to the beach to observe the fish. He see a lady who isn't feeling well and help her get to the shelter. The lady, who is more of a main character than the main character himself, share her story that her fiance was on a ferry a few years ago. The ferry sunk because of a mysterious reason and the people who were on it all disappeared. Meanwhile, people who are checking out the fish noticed that inside its belly there are someone, a lot of someone wiggling. You know where it is going. They start cutting off the fish belly, and I don't want to describe the next panel. And what's even more messed up is that the people inside the fish are still alive. The lady noticed someone familiar under those slippery bodies of all the naked dying people. And yeah, you know what happened next. And that's why people, you should never mess with the oceans. Let me repeat this scientific research once again. More than 90% of the ocean still remain undiscovered. I absolutely believe that something is down there waiting. Something similar to this fish. And as a matter of fact, the story contains all 3 phobias that I mentioned in this video, which is even scarier to me. So to prevent this from happening, please use the hashtag cancel the oceans so the fish will know their place. And if you guys like this story, you should also check out 𝐅𝐢𝐧𝐝 by Junji Ito. I mean, I'm supposed to review 𝐅𝐢𝐧𝐝 and recommend Thing That Drifted Ashore because 𝐅𝐢𝐧𝐝 is much more popular, not to mention one of his most famous work, but whatever. So that is my top 3 scariest Junji Ito story. I hope you guys also tell me your favorite Junji Ito manga by leaving comments below, and make sure to also like and subscribe. That would really encourage me and I will keep making more videos. Thank you and see you very soon.